Welcome to DragonBond, a universe suffused with magic where great empires and ancient tribes etch their names in history, where fearsome dragons scorch all in consuming fire, where opportunity and possibility coalesce to achieve transformation, evolution, potential. The DragonBond world of Rava and its large continent of Valerna are backdrop for the many tabletop, role-playing, and card games released by publisher Draco Studios. It's to this rich world we cast our eye as we seek to understand foundational forces in the universe to better guide our own adventures. The continent of Valerna knows only tumult and change. The fortunes of kingdoms rise and fall on the waves of time. Great wars, immortalized heroes, diplomacy and subterfuge redraw the map constantly as all nations struggle against one another to thrive on Valerna and fight defiantly against dragons who descend from the heavens to scour the lands. Life on Valerna is difficult and uncertain, but there's one aspect that remains constant, a force largely imperceptible that permeates all things. It empowers and rejuvenates, kills and maims. It's a great shaper and obliterator, known to many but wielded by few. It's the magical force of Vaala, and in this video we'll explore Vaala, its three aspects, and the magical systems that Valernians use to weaponize it for good or ill. But before we begin, a huge thanks to Draco Studios for sponsoring this video. Be sure to check out their Kickstarter, Elyse's Guide to Magic, a new magic companion for 5e role-playing within the DragonBond Universe. Links in the description. Alright, let's dive in. Vaala is the name given to the universal force that empowers magic throughout Valerna. All know Vaala, from commoner to mage, but few truly understand it. It is primordial and raw, one of the foundational elements of worlds and realities that has existed since time began. Though it has been constant, Vaala's very nature is its complete opposite. It is manifestation of potential. Vaala is disruption. It's vigor free from stagnation. It's a force neither of creation nor destruction, but one that represents variance and transmutation. In a word, Vaala represents change. It's the powerful force of possibility. Much like the potential energy for motion stored in all things, Vaala is everywhere and can be found within all objects. Those versed in magic draw Vaala out from their surroundings, manipulate it or redirect its flow to manifest powerful spells, dangerous incantations. Vaala has no sentience, no will of its own, but the very universe seems to act in ways that produce more magic, that disrupt and upend. Its presence is ubiquitous. Take, for instance, a seed or newborn baby. Vaala within represents the potential that seed will grow into a massive oak, or that infant will become a great hero. Not only does Vaala permeate all, but it is also endless. Mages draw Vaala from objects, but they cannot drain them of it. Things destroyed lose their current form's potential, but their fragments are recycled, integrated into new things, thus restoring their Vaala. By its nature, magic is erratic, explosive, and dangerous. It takes great skill to manifest Vaala into magic used throughout the realms. Once directed, what does Vaala look like? How do mages use this raw primordial force? The incomprehensible energy of Vaala must be given form to impact reality. Three foundational pillars, three aspects of magic manifest in the lands of Valerna. The first of these is Phi, the magic of dreams. Phi is the unrealized made corporeal. Intangible concepts, abstract ideas such as order, chaos, and emotion are its domain, and they are studied by and inspire mages who seek to wield this magic. Phi controls space and time. It sparks curiosity and gives birth to ingenuity. Dream magic is often shaped into illusions and glamours to confound, but it can also warp the very fabric of reality. Space-time buckles as mages draw forth intangible visions from dreamscapes that coalesce in the physical realm. Casters summon dreams and nightmares from the minds of those around them. Particularly skilled mages use Phi to transform themselves in accordance to their wishes. The elves of Alaria and other Fey folk are most adept in this school of magic. Dreams are fickle, however, and Phi is to be relied upon sparingly. Many casters have met grisly ends when they can no longer control their desires, when dream and reality meld, when untold nightmares are unleashed. Its unpredictability marks Vaala as the most dangerous form of magic. The next aspect of Vaala is id. Also referred to as will, this is the magic of decision, power, and influence. It embraces the raw potential and erratic change inherent to Vaala undivided. Id is action and consequence, cause and effect. It is the use of force to effectuate change. Will lives in the hearts of every being and is felt in every object. Just as a lord forces subservience upon their subjects, so too does a planet's gravity demand all bend to it. Will is the catalyst for evolution, where desire and strength meld to create transformation. Id manifests itself in many ways. Casters use this magic to dominate the minds of others, chain lesser wills to their own. Through sheer force, mages can alter gravity, move mountains, and shake forests. The humans and vampire of Tiberia's Blood Empire are skilled in id magic. From their own reservoirs of willpower, they use id to perform blood magic, arrest blood flow within victims, or drain them of blood to invigorate themselves. They use will to control subjects and command unquestioning legions. Magic of will is tumultuous, and id only listens to those who prove their strength. The third aspect of Vaala comes in the form of Cob, or source magic. Cob is the aspect of vigor, of bounty and sustenance. Its preserve is creation and manifests itself in the natural life cycle, in learning and in development. Cob fosters proliferation, but it's also connected to its opposite, and those who channel source magic control death, putrefaction, and necromantic rebirth. Source is the ultimate pattern in the universe. It guides the seasons, weather, math, geometry, and the arrangement of the cosmos. Cob allows mages to amplify the pattern, to redirect it or transform it entirely. Zibak warriors within the Nahuac clans are expert channelers of Source. Their necromancy allows communion with the dead and resurrection of fallen allies. Stone weaving and transmogrifying magic found in the Nahuin traditions of Macab give them total control over nature, and many adepts can summon wild creatures or invigorate terrible predators. The aspects of Vaala, Phi, id, and Cob manifest across Valerna, but only with the skilled beckoning of a magical adept. Spellcasters channel or embody one or a combination of aspects when performing magic. They become a conduit, an avatar of Vaala. The strength and form of spellcraft depends both on the conduit's skillful knowledge and the depth of their mystic reservoir. The greatest and most disastrous form Vaala can assume lies in the dragon bond between an ancient dragon and a hero deemed worthy, a magical link that indelibly marks each. Sages believe the dragon bond is wrought from great upheaval. It is consequence in response to cataclysm, the potential of significant change, of ushering in new ages. Vaala, a founding force in the universe. Its magic permeates all Valerna, its power used by the ambitious to realize grand designs. Now armed with the knowledge of Vaala's three aspects and the might to wield them, go forth, embark on harrowing adventure across Valerna, and carve out your legend, Dragon Bonded. Thanks so much for watching and listening to this video on the magic of Vaala within the DragonBond universe. Again, a big thanks to Draco Studios for sponsoring this video. If you want to get your hands on their upcoming 5e companion manual, head over to their Kickstarter or check out their website where you can find all of their DragonBond products. Links are below. And if you're a fan of lore and storytelling, be sure to subscribe to the channel, check out the podcast or the blog, where content is uploaded frequently. I want to thank my amazing supporters over on Patreon, who make all of this possible, and I couldn't do it without their fantastic support. If you'd like to become a lore luminary for access to me, a great community, written scripts, and early video drops, head to patreon.com/thelorebrarians to learn more. Until next time, go forth and explore the lore.